Hey there, peeps in YouTube land. I am here for another BJD tea time talk.
Guess what time it is?
Tea time with AsenvaBJD. It's tea time with AsenvaBJD. It's tea time. Kind of cheating, but kind of not. I have coffee. But I do have Arizona green tea, so that kind of counts for tea time talk. Yeah, woo! So today, for our tea time talk, or coffee time talk, whatever you want to choose it, I wanted to talk about reshelling. What do you do when you don't mesh with the doll very well, or you don't bond with it, as people have said? A couple of different things or tests you can do. One, you could put the doll away in its box and see how long you can go without wanting to open up the box and revisit the doll. And if you don't revisit it, maybe you do just need to find it a better home. Or if you really desperately want to keep the doll, but you just want to try to give it another chance, you could reshell it, which is what we're talking about today. For those of you who don't know what the term is, reshelling is when you have a doll and you had like a set character in mind for it or something planned for it, and then when you get it and you kind of don't know what to do with it because it doesn't really match up with what you had in your mind. So what you end up doing is you reshell it. You basically just start from scratch and then you create a different character for it. You could build on maybe with some of the ideas you had previously before, but in a nutshell, you're just basically changing the doll from what it used to be to something new. One of the characters I actually had to reshell was my Resin Soul Mai. And I had an anime that I was in love with at the time, and they had a tan character on the show, and his name was Rumati. And so I was like, you know what? I really want to get a tan skin doll, and if I get a tan skin doll, I'm going to model him after that character, and I'll name him Rumati. And so I went through it all. I got some really nice looking clothes for him. I got the eyes for him. I got blue eyes for him, and I got a silver kind of blue, not silver, it was like blue grayish wig. So it would look like the character. And at first I was really in love with it. I was like, man, this is so awesome. I did a great job. Yay, pats to me. This looks like the character, blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever. And after a while, I was just like, it still doesn't look right. And I didn't want to invest money into getting a costume that looked like him because I knew it was going to cost me a pretty penny. And I was like, man, what if I buy a costume for him and it doesn't even look good on him with the costume? So I decided to reshell him, and I went ahead and I got him a different colored wig, and I just put some different clothes on him, and I gave him a pair of glasses, and I liked that better. And so ever since then, you know, I renamed him. His name is Claudio, and he's just my cool looking boy that just sits there and is pretty. The other doll that I've had to currently reshell is my Hujo Sarah, which, poor thing, she's gone through like 5 face-ups now, and she's gone through many phases. When I first got her in, I had her really dark and gothic looking, but the makeup, it didn't feel right to me. It just didn't look good on her. And then like a couple other tries, I tried to tone it down, I tried to make it more girly, just a bunch of different things. And then she was wearing a whole bunch of different kinds of clothes. I had her dressed in preppy clothes, I had her dressed in like a really kind of more proper-y punky look, and it just didn't suit her, and I just felt really bad because I would never take her to doll meets. I never really brought her with me to the conventions and stuff, and she kind of just sat there on my top of my shelf and was just kind of there. So recently I actually placed an order to Alice's collection, and I wanted to try again. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wipe out her face up and I'm gonna try it again. I really like this other look that I found on the internet. It was a kind of like a fairy K kind of decora look that I saw. And And I said, you know what, I'll try doing that. I'll try doing that on her face and see if I like it or not. And sure enough, I did it. Now, granted, this is still a process and I still am not 100% happy with her, but I'm definitely happier with the direction that I'm going right now. So, I did the face up on her, and I do need to fix like her lips because I really don't like how I did the lips, but I can always fix it later. But anyway, so she went from looking like all those other different pictures that I showed you right now to, yay! So I actually really like this look a lot. I bought her this little shirt and skirt combo. It was a really good price. And then my favorite part is the wig. So I'm a big panty and stocking anime fanatic. I actually cosplay as stocking myself. So when I saw this wig, I was like, I have to have it, and I'll see if I like it on her. And it matches like the makeup that I did with her too. So I got this for her, and she's wearing the little black stripe. They're like socks, but they go all the way up there, and then these little red shoes that she had on before, but I just took off this. It had this little strap thing on it, these little things, but I really didn't like them, so I took them off, and she's just wearing the pumps. And I think it looks really, really cute. I think her character is more fitting to what I feel like she should be. She actually, I'm commissioning one of our local BJD people that make really cute stuff. She makes crowns. I'm commissioning her to make me a crown for her too, so I'll update more photos of her on Facebook too if you guys want to see how that goes. But it's like a crown that has little thorns on it and stuff. It's gonna be really cute. Spikes, not thorns, but spikes on it. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm happier with it. Now granted, like I said, I don't like her lips. I'm gonna have to change that again. But this is definitely a step forward rather than a step backwards. So if I have to sum up reshelling in a nutshell, like different steps that you could take in order to hopefully help you bond with a doll that you're not bonding with currently right now. Number one, change the face up. If it takes you several times to change it and then you get one that you really, really like, then so be it. Step two, change the look. If you are trying to keep it at a certain look and you're still not satisfied with it, maybe that's not the look that that doll probably would be best with. Try something else, like just go bizarre. Maybe it'll be like gothic punk, maybe it'll be preppy, pristine, you know, uniform and everything. I don't know, just try some different things. Step three, change the name. Completely change the name. Try different names, maybe that will help as well. Because basically that's what happens whenever, you know, it sounds weird, but when you get like a pet, like that's when you're like, oh no, like you've fallen for the pet is when you name it. So I don't want to like compare BJDs to pets, but like, you know, if you have a good name for it, you know, it'll stick and you'll really like it, and I think you'll bond a little bit more too. And if those three steps don't help you, maybe it is time to hopefully look for another owner that would be willing to give your doll a home. It doesn't make you a bad person. I think that's kind of the guilt that some people feel the most about having to reshell a doll, or when they just don't bond with a doll, is that they feel guilty about it. I don't think you should necessarily feel guilty about it. Stuff happens, you know, it didn't work out, so just try to see if you can find another home for it. I hope this kind of helped anybody that was looking into reshelling dolls, or was scared, or felt kind of bad because they weren't bonding with the doll that they've purchased. And I know it does kind of stink. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it kind of stinks because you spend so much money on these dolls, and then for it to come in and you're kind of like, you're definitely going to try to do stuff to keep it, and hopefully you find something that will help you and encourage you to keep it. And if not, you know, hopefully you'll be able to resell the doll and have somebody that really wants that sculpt be able to take it in and have a good home for it. So we hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye! Oh yeah, and if you guys can think of some really cool names for her, I think that'd be really awesome. If you guys don't mind putting in some names for her, that'd be pretty awesome. Let me know, okay?